welcome to my October wrap-up video. Thanks for tuning into my channel. I'm Vanessa. Alright, so let's get started. I feel like I struggled a lot this month because one, started working. Two, I've been focusing on my business, Passions Books, link down below. And with all the hustle bustle, like the kids going back to school and stuff, I thought I would have more time to read. But obviously, work got in the way, life got in the way, but did manage to complete 3 books, and I'm in the middle of one. And the one I'm currently reading is Strange the Dreamer, and it's for the big buddy read, and I'm vlogging about the whole experience. So yeah. Alright, so the first book I finished this month in October is Escaping from Houdini. I gave this book 5 stars, and it's the first book I've read a part of this series. And I feel like you really don't need to read the other books because it's like, I don't know, for me, for someone who didn't read the other books, I freaking enjoyed this book so much. So basically, there's this girl, she's studying to be like a CSI, and she's on a boat with her uncle, who she's like the apprentice to, and her boyfriend. And they go on this cruise, and there's like a circus of sorts, and they go about basically trying to figure out who the killer is. And every night there is someone dying. They're finding people dead in the middle of the show and stuff like that, and I don't want to give too much away, but that was me, but so the title says Escaping from Houdini, but is she really escaping from Houdini? You have to read the book to find out. Houdini is in this book. And he's connected to her in a way that I don't want to tell you. So yeah, it's really good. It's really good. She actually thinks the whole entire book it's Mephistopheles who is the head of the carnival. So yeah, definitely pick this up. I gave it 5 stars, and I read this book in 9 hours and 31 minutes. And I like to write down my stats of the books and the stars and stuff like that, because I use the Bookly app, so I'm able to calculate like how long it took me to read a book. The second one I read was Then She Was Gone. I read this book in 5 hours and 48 minutes, and I gave this book 4 stars. I enjoyed this book. It's been on my TBR for a long time. Yeah, since April. So basically it's about the mom. So it's focused more on the mom, and then it delves into like what she's going through the loss of her daughter, and then she meets this man, and some way, shape, or form they are connected. And I can't tell you anything else because it's a thriller, and it will give too much away. But I definitely enjoyed this book at 4 stars. So yeah. And I don't know why I put that off for so long, but I mean, it kept going on so many TBRs for readathons, and I couldn't get through it, and I was like, oh, I need to get through this book finally, and I finally did, so yay me. Then the last book that I read this month was Spinning Silver, and when I tell you that I hardly ever read fantasy, like, I legit hardly ever read fantasy. My thing has always been thrillers, and stuff like that. So I've always solely just read thrillers. But I'm kind of delving into these other genres like YA and fantasy. And I gave this story 4 stars. At first I went into it thinking, oh my god, why are these paragraphs so long? Like how everyone's been saying on BookTube, like the paragraphs on this run on and on. But You have to get through the first like 100 pages, like first 200 pages to understand what's really going on. So basically there's this girl, she's kind of like the money lender of the town, and her father is the money lender, the original money lender, but everyone was like, he don't got no, he don't got no tough skin to go through with this. So she takes up the role, and she becomes the money lender. There's other characters that tie into the story. So be aware, you're gonna see like different perspectives of this story, like how everything comes together, and I enjoyed that. Even though a lot of people are like, oh my god, there's too many characters. No, they all tie together nicely. I enjoyed that part. So basically she's very smart, and she basically so there's this other kingdom, another world, and this Tariq is like the king of that kingdom and stuff, and he finds out that she's like really smart with money, so he brings her silver and he's like, turn this into gold, and she does. Then there's another character who is like a little bit a part of that kingdom, but she's more human than part of that kingdom, and she ties into the story as well. So yeah, I love that the females in this book are like strong and are smart and basically take the lead from these men. So I gave this book 4 stars, and it took me 11 hours. 11 hours to the 2 points to finish this book. It is long, and yeah, so be prepared to spend like 3 days reading this. So yeah, that's it. That's my October wrap up. No wait, September. We're in September. I don't even know what day it is. Oh, I need Jesus. September wrap up. Bye.